Today on our 2017 Ram 1500, we're going to be taking a look at and showing you how to install the CURT Class 5 trailer hitch receiver. Part number C15572. This is what our hitch looks like when it's installed. As you can see, the cross tube is visible, however it is a round tube design, so it's going to fit with the contour of the vehicle. It does sit nice and flush with the edge of the bumper, so you're not going to have to worry about hitting your legs or your shins on it when loading and unloading the vehicle. It's going to be a Class 5. It's going to be 2" by 2". Right here is going to be your hitch pinhole. It's going to be 5/8 inch in diameter. It's going to have a plate style safety chain ring. As you can see, it gives you plenty of room for different size safety chain hooks. Now this is also going to have a reinforced collar to give you a little extra stability on the receiver tube. Another thing about this hitch that I like is everything is a little bit thicker, being a Class 5. And having that matte finish, it kind of gives it that rugged look for a truck. You're going to have a max tongue weight of 1,500 pounds, which is a downward pressure on the inside of the receiver tube. You're going to have a max trailer weight of 15,000 pounds, which is the trailer plus the load included. Now I do recommend checking your owner's manual to make sure your vehicle can withstand that amount of weight. And you're going to want to pick the lowest number between the hitch and the vehicle. Now you can use weight distribution with this hitch. Tongue weight's going to go up to 1,600 pounds. Trailer weight's going to go up to 16,000 pounds. Now the installation on this is very simple. It's going to use existing holes in the frame. It comes with all the necessary hardware. The only thing that I recommend is getting an extra set of hands to help lift the hitch into place. Now we will give you a couple measurements to help you when deciding on any hitch mount accessories you may need, such as a bike rack, ball mount, or cargo carrier. From the center of the hitch pinhole to the outermost part of the bumper will be about 2.5 inches. From the ground to the top innermost part of the receiver tube will be about 20 inches. Now let's show you how to get this installed. So to begin our installation, we've gone ahead and removed the spare tire. What we need to do next is you're going to have a bolt on both sides of the vehicle. It's going to be holding your bumper beam up to your frame. And it's going to be this very forward bolt that we're going to be removing. When you remove it, we're going to hold on to it because we're going to be reinstalling it. We're using a 13/16 socket. Now, because this is going into a weld nut, I would suggest if you're going to use power tools, loosen it with a wrench first. We'll do that same thing to the other side. So we're also going to remove the furthest one to the back on both sides of the vehicle. We'll take our small, skinny spacer block, one of our carriage bolts. We'll take our fish wire, and we're going to thread our bolt in our spacer block onto the push wire like this. What we're going to do is we're going to do a reverse pull in this large hole. Push the bolt up in the spacer block and pull it back down. At this point, we're going to take off the pull wire. You want to make sure you don't just pull it because the kit only comes with 2 of them, and you're going to need them for our next step. We're going to do this same thing on the other side of the vehicle. Next, we're going to take one of our pull wires. On the back side of our bumper beam here, we're going to feed it through the hole, and we're going to come out the end, just like that. Then we're going to take one of our large spacer blocks with a square hole. We'll put it on first. Go ahead and push it in the hole. We'll take one of our carriage bolts, thread it on the end. We're going to pull it out like that. Now we're not going to pull it through the hole just yet. We're going to do the same thing on this one. So now with an extra set of hands, put our hitch into place. First thing you want to do is get your wires, your pull wires into the proper holes. Now we'll put one of our M14 bolts that we removed out of our bumper bracket. We'll reinstall one of those on each side to hold our hitch in place so we can put on our remaining hardware. Next we'll install our flange nuts. We're going to do the same thing on the other side of the vehicle. Now we'll remove our pull wires from our bumper beam. We'll take our flange nuts. Then you're going to want to install your flange nuts on the 2 bolts that are underneath on the inside of the bumper beam. Once you have all your hardware installed, we'll start tightening it down. For our hardware that comes in our kit, we'll be using a 3/4 inch socket. For the 2 bolts that we removed, that we're reinstalling on the bumper beam, we'll be using a 13/16. Next, we'll torque everything down to the specifications and the instructions. Once you have all your hardware torqued down, you can go ahead and reinstall the spare tire. And that'll do it for a look at and installation on the CURT Class 5 Trailer Hitch Receiver, part number C15572 on our 2017 Ram 1500. Thanks for watching. Click the link in our description below to shop, learn more, or visit us at etrailer.com and leave a comment if you have any questions.